People always hate Sunday nights. NFL's ending, it's sad, Monday. But what you're missing is it's also an opportunity, right? Sportsbooks first start to post odds for the upcoming week, typically on Sundays as the prior week ends. So I was able to find a few really sharp bets for the upcoming week. You know, I say this all the time, but great bets don't last forever. Right? As a sports bettor, you're a day trader. You're constantly looking for value. Doesn't matter if it's Monday and you're betting on the NFL. Doesn't matter if it's 2 a.m. or 2 p.m. You're always looking for value. So the play I have a bet on is Vikings-Patriots. Okay, so you can see the Vikings are best offered at minus 148. The Patriots at plus 145 on Bet365. So I say this all the time, but like line shopping, getting value is the core of sports betting, like literally the core. So you always have to get the best price. If you're placing bets at plus 125, when there's another bookie, look how many, when there's another bookie giving you plus 145, you'll never make money. Sports betting, you're getting ripped off, right? If you're an investor, you don't want to get ripped off because you want to make money. If you're a sports bettor, it's no different, right? So you treat all these bookies as independent data points of where the line should be set, and you look for value. And you know some sports books, like Pinnacle is the sharpest bookmaker, most efficient betting market, you put more weight into their odds as you try to form your opinion of, okay, where should the line be? Because every sports book sets lines independently, which is wild. It's like if you had 100 different prices for Bitcoin, like they're like, yo, it's worth, 20,000. They're like, yo, it's 25,000. You look at all the data in the market, you try to figure out who's smarter, who has more volume, who has more trading volume, and figure out what the price should be, right? So any market you want to bet for any game, it's free to browse odds on OddsJam, any sport. So first of all, I ended up hitting this random college basketball pick right here, Grand Canyon, Wichita State over 126. If you click into the lines, what you're going to notice, and again, this is how you're a data-driven sports bettor, right? We click into the lines, it's like, hey, WinBet has the line at over under 126. And by the way, yes, I hit it. And I know this isn't an NFL play, but again, we're looking at all the data in the market, and what I noticed is like, hey, I don't know anything about these schools. I don't care. What I know is the line here on Win is set at 126, but Bet Online, a really sharp offshore sportsbook, and Pinnacle, they have their mainline markets at over under 128. So we're getting 2 points in value. If there's 127 points, we cash. People who bet on Bet Online and Pinnacle lose. So we're using these sharper, more efficient betting markets to find value. 2.97% profit margin. And if you don't understand, before we get into this NFL play, because it's an important concept, if you don't understand the value of a 2.97% profit margin in a day, think about what that adds up to in a month. 90%. Sports betting is not passive income, but if you're earning a 3% ROI on college basketball, enough said. You're earning 90% per month. Pretty insane. So you want to use all the data in the market to find value. And I say this all the time, but too many people, they go into sports betting wanting to place a specific wager, right? I want to look at this game. It's not how you should think. You should just follow the market, follow the value. It's very freeing, actually. I didn't bet on this, random freaking Wichita State Grand Canyon. Where's that Grand Canyon campus? I don't know, but you get the point. So what I recommend doing, if you don't believe in a mathematical betting strategy, sync some of your sports books with OddsJam. The bet tracker is free. And then see for yourself over the course of thousands of wagers, are you up money? Because if you're not following math in real-time odds, I can almost guarantee you're not. So anyways, let's go on to my next play. So my next play is for the Vikings game. Now we're getting into the play. And I'm taking the Vikings minus 2.5. And sure, the EV is lower. But I mean, who doesn't want picks on Thanksgiving? And what you'll also notice is when you click into the lines, basically every bookie is setting the line at 3. PointsBet, you can see they offer these alternate spreads. But we're getting the Vikings minus 2.5 at minus 110. PointsBet has it minus 130. 5Dimes, a sharp offshore sportsbook, has it minus 135. Betfair Exchange, minus 148. Bet Online, another sharp offshore sportsbook, minus 128. Pinnacle, sharpest bookmaker in the world, minus 125. So we look at all this data and then we're like, hey, the other bookies have it at 3, right? If the Vikings win by 3, win by a field goal, we win. Everyone else pushes. So we have an insane leg up on them, right? So I hit it, looking at all the data. And another thing I did want to mention, so you can see my play right here, 2150. And again, I know this sports betting isn't about having a lot of money. Like when I left college, I was broke, betting $5 to $10, every night, no social life, coming home, betting on sports. And it just requires a ruthless persistence. If you have a 90% ROI every month, if you're actually deploying your bankroll on 3% EV college basketball plays, 90%, you're basically doubling your bankroll, right? Of course, there's variance, but you place a lot of wagers, there should be lower variance. There will be lower variance. If you have an edge, it's like if there's a coin that's 55% to show up on heads, sure, it'll show up on tails 45% of the time. I wouldn't risk all my money on it showing up heads next time, but over the course of 10,000 wagers, it's going to show up on heads more often, right? So also another thing is when I don't have time to do YouTube videos, and also just, it's some people like it as well, is I will be giving out plays on Twitter. So you can feel free to follow me, Alex Monahan 100. Again, it's just if you want more plays. And I also say, what sports books we're betting on, it depends on a lot of things, right? It depends where we're located. I'm currently home in Virginia for the holidays, and different sports books have different locations. Or different sports books are legal in different locations. So 2 plays, 47.29 in total profit margin. Again, you just take your EV percentage, right? 0.68%, and you multiply it by your stake, right? And 47.29 in total profit margin. And again, I've been tracking profit and loss for all these plays. We're up 48K, not particularly bad. Ups and downs, as it always is, there's always variance. And let's make money, guys.